Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 153. Looking back at this past week, it appears that I've been very occupied with Agora Speakers International. I just want to share with you an update, some of the things that have been happening in this past week. First of all, last Saturday, we had our very first meeting from our Canadian online club, Stand By Me Speakers, where we had up to 19 people from around the world attending. And I had the opportunity to interview one of our newest members, Marvelous Marcia. Marcia is in Toronto, but she originally comes from Guyana, and she told us some of her background and what she's doing with her online group that meets every Sunday called the Funnel Chat group. And it was very interesting. And we also had a second interview where Wayne in Winnipeg interviewed Roger, who's in Yorkshire in UK. And that was also fascinating. So we had a great meeting on Saturday. Then a day or two later, I had contact with a fellow just south of Perth. He's in Donnybrook, a small town south of Perth, uh, 3 hours difference time zone. I'm here in the east of Australia. He's on the west of Australia. He looked at some of the videos that I shared with him of our meeting on Saturday that we had in Stand By Me Speakers, and he's joined our club and he will be at the meeting this Saturday. So that was interesting. And his wife is also interested if she's available to join and watch the meeting. So that was fascinating. Immediately, he liked what he saw and joined our club. He's a full-fledged member. He's got his certificate already. And then during the week, I had a couple other opportunities. A young girl in Victoria had a presentation in her school, and I went in by Zoom and gave about a 10-minute presentation on setting up a youth club and the advantages of it and what they can expect. And she said it went down very well, and she was very pleased with how it went. So me zooming in from Australia to her classroom in Victoria. And I also had a chat with a fellow in Vancouver who's interested in researching and looking at setting up a club in Canada in Vancouver area for Agora speakers as well. And I also got a note just this evening, it was late night, that there's a new club in Canada that's just been set up. It's in the University of Waterloo Public Speaking Club. They are club number 203, registered recently, and I've reached out to them and said, hey, if they have any questions about Agora, I'd be happy to answer them. So I've had a very busy week, and this forthcoming week, we're having our Agora ambassadors meeting on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. And last but not least, and I want to share my screen here, show you a little bit about what's happening in the next few weeks. I'm going to Nepal, and when I arrive in Nepal, there's a schedule been set up, and here's the schedule. I'll be arriving on February the 3rd, and I'll be in 10 different cities from Kathmandu all the way down until April the 26th. These are the people who I'll be working with in those various locations in 10 different cities. These are the schools, and what's really exciting is the plan is after we've been involved with the youth in those particular schools for a week, we will invite out schools in the area to come and see what they're doing to encourage them to look at what Agora Speakers has to offer them and their students in the school. And if you look at this number here, it says 200. The objective is we're trying to reach out to 200 schools in Nepal. So that should be interesting. I'll be a relatively busy bee from February the 3rd till April the 26th. So I'm looking forward to leaving in 3 weeks' time. I should be in Nepal starting on this wonderful adventure with Agora Speakers International. So with that, I will say adios, au revoir, wishing you, your family and friends lots of love and laughter. Bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad.